I'm back. I'm doing some more freeze drying. I'm getting ready to go to the field in about a week. And I'm dealing with some health issues. We're kind of playing with my diet right now. So I need to bring my own food with me rather than have what the army is going to supply. So today we're doing some prep for that week in the field. There, need the door to stay open while I can go up the tray. So, my first tray is some mixed fruit. There's some peaches, some dragon fruit, some mango. I think there might be some pineapple. This next tray is a mix of veggies. It's kind of a stir-fry mix with broccoli and onion and peppers and carrots and baby corn. And then what I also did is I put some beef au jus instant powder, like freeze-dried powder that I had on it to spice it up. This makes a really good, like, just veggie, crunchy snack. But also, I can add this to some rice with some freeze-dried meat, and then have, like, a stir-fry. Another thing I like to snack on, freeze-dried corn is actually super yummy. And this time I have put some Mexican Tajín spices on it. So a little tangy, a little crunchy, a little sweet. And then this is a tray of apples, sliced apples, and I put a little bit of apple pie spice. Alrighty, so all those are in there. I'm just gonna turn that. Close the valve. And now we just set it and forget it. So this will probably take, I'm guessing, because I really loaded those trays, I'm guessing somewhere around 40, 50 hours. So we'll come back when this is done. So another thing that I'm working on for this upcoming time in the field, I have the dehydrator going. So, sorry if it's a little loud. We've got the freeze dryer going right behind you, and I've got the dehydrator going. Let's give it a check. This has already been on for a few hours. I've got, this is yogurt. This is a cappuccino flavored yogurt, which is actually pretty good. I've done this before, where I put yogurt on. I have the trays lined with Teflon, a Teflon sheet, meant for baking, meant for high heat. It's all good. It's kind of crackling. This makes like a yogurt fruit leather. So I have 2 trays of coffee. This tray, I did an experiment. I had these yellow kiwis. They look kind of brown. They started to go soft. They were freeze-dried and weren't kept airtight, so they started to go soft. So I wet them, and then I put them onto banana-flavored yogurt. So trying to see if I can then cut it out into these little banana kiwi chips. So like I said, I've got 2 trays of coffee and 2 trays of banana. This one is just plain banana. Oh, looks like I got a drip of the coffee above, but that's okay. These are just for me, so I can lick it if I want. But these are starting to dry up. You can see the difference between this still soft yogurty to you can almost kind of see right through it, even with the Teflon. So this still needs a few more hours, but will be a yummy, yummy snack when I'm out in the field. Alright, so it's the next morning. I generally don't like to put the yogurt overnight because it's a lot longer than I meant to. But one thing with dehydrated stuff like this, if it goes longer and gets too dry and you still want a more flexy, chewy texture opposed to dry, crunchy, just leave it out on the counter for a few days or a couple hours, depending on the humidity in the house. So these are done. The cappuccino yogurt went all like crunchy. So because it's still warm, it's still got some flex to it. But this is going to be crunchy. And one of the main reasons for that, let me show you on the other one as well. One of the main reasons that it's crunchy is because I also added a latte protein powder, meal replacement powder, because this is going to be a snack while I'm in the field. We don't have lunch schedule. I've got a schedule for breakfast and a schedule for dinner, but lunch is when you find time, if you find time. So there might not always be time to eat. So adding a little extra protein and nutrients, why not, right? And then, so this is the banana. It is a nice leathery sheet. And that is going to peel right off. You see it just peels. But to keep it together, I'm going to let it cool first. That way it has more structural integrity. And then the banana with the kiwi. Let me see if I can get this off. So I've got kiwi on one side, banana on the other. I really like that. So I'm going to let these trays of yogurt cool, and then I'll cut them up into little pieces. I just use a pair of kitchen shears, wash them before, and then after, before you put them away. And like for the ones with the kiwis, the size of kiwis big. And the other ones just whatever I feel like. And then I'm going to get ready. I've got some beef jerky marinating in the fridge, ready to head into the dehydrator. And that's one thing that works better, or these are two things that work better than dehydrator versus the freeze dryer, which I apologize, you can still probably really hear behind you. is when you want that chewy, kind of fruit leathery type texture, then 100% go for the dehydrator. But to get that super dry, fluffy, styrofoamy, amazing powders, easy to hydrate, go with the freeze dryer and longer shelf life. So I'll be back in a bit with some more food prep for going to the field with the army. All right, so I think I said it would be somewhere between 36 and 48 hours or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But it has been 44 hours. And it looks like it switched on to extra dry about an hour ago. So I'm going to cancel this. Remove that. Let out the air pressure. So I'm not going to totally stop it till I check just to make sure that it's dry. Yeah. So the bottom tray, this was apples. Grab some right from the very middle. That looks dry to me. Oh, those like, because I put the apple pie spice on it, it's like eating apple pie. Yeah. Next one from the bottom. Whew, this is warm. Little cloth. Warm is good. And this is that corn. And yep, in the middle, it's nice and dry. Ooh. So good. It's got the sweet from the corn. This was like a cream corn. Like a peaches and cream type corn. And then it's got the sweet and the zing, that sour, that tart. Tiny bit of spice. Like it's not hot, it's not spicy, but just on the edge of having some spice without actually having spice. That is good. All right, the next one up. Just those stir-fry veggies, the mixed veggies with the beef broth seasoning on it. So I can eat just like this. This is baby corn. Or, so I can munch on it just like, you eat chips or popcorn. Have some veggies. Or I can actually rehydrate and heat these up and have a side of mixed vegetables. I just totally turned it off because these are done. And then this is mixed fruit. So it's mostly peaches with a little bit of strawberry, and dragon fruit. Mmm. Yep. These are done as well. Mmm. Knowing that I have nutritious and oh so delicious food to take with me when I go out into the field is going to make this time a little bit just that much more enjoyable. Been dealing with some medical issues, digestion, so I can't really rely on the food that the military is going to provide. It's usually pretty good, but right now, till we figure out what's going on with my digestion, I want to know what's in my food and know that it's food that I'm not going to react to. Because when you're up all day, every day, maybe getting a couple hours of sleep, if I'm lucky, each night for a week, food and not being in digestive distress is important. So I think we'll leave it here for that. So we've got all the food that I've just pulled out of the freeze dryer. We've got those, the yogurt that I already made up. And there's also, I believe I showed some kind of like the mixed veggies here, but roasted veggies, kind of the potato and carrot, I think of corn and onion and stuff in there too. So we've got that on the go as well. And I look forward to showing you how I rehydrate this in the field. Because why not? Have a good one.